Hi Taurus, let's talk about love. We're going to do the same love reading layout that I've been doing where we do singles, those who are dating, and those who are in committed couples. I'm going to pull an overall energy card for each group. Then I'll pull a theme card for the overall group. Then we're going to pull two clarifiers for each energy group. And then we're going to do an overall PS. So, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for my friends born under the sign of Taurus. Show us clearly as it relates to love. What are the energies they'll be navigating in the coming weeks, the rest of March and the early part of April? We thank you for clear and concise messages. Thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Okay, for you singles, we have intuition. For those of you who are dating, we have harmony. And for those who are coupled up, we have solitude. Guys, these are all major arcana. So I feel like this is a collective reading, right? So it's not going to resonate with everyone. If it does not resonate with you, check out your moon and rising signs. But here's the thing, is that it feels like whatever's going on, it's going on at a very deep level within you guys. So I'm going to pull the overall theme for you guys as far as it goes with love, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit. As far as this message for love is for Taurus, please show us the overall energy theme for all three groups. I thank you for clear and concise messages. I thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And I thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Again, this theme is for all three groups. And we have Golden Palace. Guys, this is beautiful. Let's read it and see what exactly it has to say. The first thing I'll tell you is it's a 20. I think the number's 23. Yeah. So it's got a 2. And for me, that's the divine feminine. It's not gender specific, but it talks about resiliency. It talks about creativity and inspiration and foundational type setups, right? It's a strong, strong energy. And then there's the 3, which for me is holy collaboration. It's your spirit team, it's your creator, and it's you, the 3 of you working together. So you have the divine feminine energy. Again, that's not gender specific, plus that holy collaboration, and you get the number 5, and for me that means change. And because it's the Golden Palace, I feel like this change that you're walking into is going to be a beautiful change, right? It's going to be something that you've been longing for and looking for. So let's see, starting with the book message, we're going to read that real quick. Golden Palace, there's always enough. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how authentically you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards, but things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches. Share the wealth. Okay, so because this is a love reading, I really feel like this has to do more with emotional fulfillment and stuff like that, because that's what we're asking about, right? Is love. So I feel like, you're going to have a very prosperous and abundant relationship if you're not already there. But let's look at these energies individually. I'm going to be clarifying with The Dreamer's Journal by Barbara Moore. And I'm going to pull 2 clarifiers for each group. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit. Thank you so very much for my friends born under the sign of Taurus. Please show us clearly what are the clarifying messages that go with these energies. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Show us why are we looking at intuition for our group that are single. Why are we looking at harmony for those who are dating? And what is it about our coupled up, committed couples? Why are we looking at solitude? Okay, guys. So for the singles, it's being clarified with Three of Swords and the Star. I love that. Okay, in those who are dating, we're looking at harmony, and it's being clarified with the Six of Swords. Wow. And Temperance. That is so beautiful. Okay, and with solitude for committed couples, we're getting the Three of Pentacles, and we're getting the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Okay. So let's look at these and see what we have here. So we're getting intuition. The number is 2. Again, it's the divine feminine energy. I think in the traditional tarot, this would be the High Priestess. So I feel like Spirit's saying, especially with this as a clarifier, you've been hurt, you've been betrayed, you feel that way, and Spirit is wanting to heal you through this. Walk you through it, and they're asking you to rely on your intuition, your guidance from within as you move through this healing process. And the reason I say healing is because we see the Star card, right? The Star card is, for me, it's about like it's the major arcana of the Wishes Fulfilled card, and it is the ability to transmute energy, and the way they do that is by staying grounded, right, in the physical earth, but also staying very connected with Spirit. In some of the depictions, they've got one foot on both water and land. But in this particular card, she's just at the edge of the water, and she's reaching up right toward the star. She's looking for that guidance. Again, none of this is gender specific. However, this is the number 2, which is the number of the divine feminine in my interpretation, the way that I look at things. And I feel like whether you're male or female, there has been some serious hurt going on. I don't know who this group is that I'm talking to, but you're definitely wanting to transmute that, and they're asking you to allow them to guide you through that time, because you have, whenever I say transmute it, I know the Temperance card, which is also here, is more about transmuting energies, but even in the Star card, right? Even in the Star card, whenever it's followed by something like this. Your ultimate wish or your ultimate desire is to be healed of this and to be around it, to have it part of your past, not part of your current future. But we can't just shove it down. We can't just shove this pain down. I mean, we can. It'll come up later. But we can't just shove it down. So with this card and this card, especially as your main energy, I feel like Spirit is asking you to let them allow you to transmute it so that you can have the life that you intend to have. You can find your fullness and your wholeness within yourself. Okay. For those who are dating, we're getting harmony. Now, in the traditional tarot, this would be the Lover's card. So I feel like some of you may have already met in your dating time, right? You met somebody that possibly you're ready to be coupled up with. But I see right here the Six of Swords. That's moving on to smoother water. So I feel like part of the message here is that either this person is going to be part of your smoother water ahead, but I feel like the main message is to remain true to who you are within yourself too, because it took you a while to get to where you are in this place where you love yourself enough. You've done the work, and now you're out there dating. So I feel like this card is about remembering, right? Remembering what you've done to get to where you are, the truths that you've learned about yourself and the work that you did. And then you have the Temperance card, where I feel like it's talking about transmuting the energies, possibly being patient, right? Being patient with where you are in this process. Don't get too much ahead of yourself. Don't try to make something that's not really there, that kind of stuff. But I feel like you are feeling pretty fond of one person in particular, but I feel like Spirit's saying take it slow and steady. Okay, and then right here we have committed couples. We have the 9. Okay, this is solitude. It's the same card as the Hermit in the traditional tarot. So I feel like Spirit's saying is go within, right? Go within and find your light. That you've got the 3 of Pentacles here. So for some of you, you could be the 3rd person in a 3 couple, it's not 3 couple, but in a, like a, what's that word? Polyamorous relationship, right? But it's still committed. It's like 3 of you. And I feel like you have felt like it has been very productive, but there's something that's causing you to want to retreat, and I'm not real sure what that is, except that here you have the Queen of Cups, and I feel like what it's saying is do your retreat, pull back, right? The 3 of Pentacles normally is about collaborative partnerships, collaborative relationships that are very fruitful. So because we're asking about love, I'm one of those people that if I ask about love, I don't care if it's Pentacles, somehow or another it has something to do with love. So this doesn't talk about betrayal. It doesn't talk about a 3rd person like you've been betrayed. So I feel like I'm talking to some people who there is a 3rd person in the relationship. Not everybody, but for some of you, you're in a polyamorous relationship. And I don't even know if that's the right word. But it's a committed relationship with 3 of you. And Spirit's saying there's something that's causing you to want to pull back a little bit. And it's this right here is that you have this mature energy to look within and find this fulfillment within yourself and remember to be true to who you are with your emotions about this situation and probably voice that within the relationship. For the rest of you guys, I feel like this is, again, Spirit saying, don't get yourself lost in the relationship. Almost like this, be patient with what's going on. You're in a committed relationship, but something is happening right now where I feel like you're being pulled to do something maybe you're not comfortable with, or perhaps the energy has just kind of stagnated within the relationship. It's not all rainbows and unicorns right now. But so Spirit, for you guys, if you're not in a polyamorous relationship, Spirit is saying, collaborate with us, right? The 3s for me, that's God, guides, your angels, your spirit team, your creator, your spirit team, and you. So I feel like Spirit's saying, collaborate with us. Let us help you find this again, this spark within yourself, this emotional maturity, this emotional intelligence, this self-unconditional love that you had going on at one time. I feel like maybe you've kind of, whatever has happened, that you've kind of been letting yourself, not that you've been made small, but you're kind of allowing yourself to forget about you. And Spirit's just saying it's time to reconnect with you and with them. It's time to, this is not gender specific. It can be you, the girl, you, the guy, whatever. But it's time to connect with yourself and find that unconditional love for you again, so that whenever you come back, and I'm not talking about necessarily a physical departure for any amount of time, but whenever you come back, that you're renewed in a way that there's no work to do. It just automatically has fixed itself because it's with you. Whatever's going on is with you. Something you're denying yourself that needs to be it's time to refill your cup. It's time to refill your cup and connect with Spirit as you're doing that. Okay. I hope that was clear. We're going to do the PS. Guys, listen, thank you so much for all the likes, the shares, the comments, the ringing my bell, all that stuff. Y'all rock my world, and I appreciate you. Even if you're a passerby and you don't engage, or you do engage in the community, however that works for you, just the time that you spend here in the Spirit Mail community, I really do appreciate you. It also does help the algorithms promote the channel. So I love each and every one of you. Okay, so God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us clearly what is the PS for Taurus as it relates to love. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us clearly what is the PS. I feel like your energy is, it's almost like a, these groups, right? Because whether you're single, dating, or in a committed relationship, you can still be in a collective group as far as energy goes. And I feel like your energy is kind of like at a pause. But look, this was your card. So, and part of what it was saying, right, was remember that the things that you have don't necessarily make you who you are. It's who you are. And it's that understanding of your self-worth, and then how much you're willing to share that. So I feel like there's some kind of, again, we've been denying ourselves. So it's hard to share the love whenever we're not feeling it for ourselves. And I feel like that's kind of the energy across the board. So P.S. You've got the lovers. I mean, the Two of Cups. So for, perhaps this is your soulmate, right? I still feel a little bit of taking it slow and easy. And I feel like you are also with your soulmate, but you've been denying yourself for something, and it's time to take care of that. And you, if you're single, I feel like they're saying, yeah, hey, connect with yourself again, because we got to be our own best soulmate before we can go be somebody else's soulmate. We got to be our own best partner with ourselves before we have it to give. Because if our cup is empty, we have nothing to give, right? I love that. And look, this is about your truth, being true to who you are, guys. If you're in that dating group, you have this smoother water, this Six of Swords moving into smoother water. The only reason you were able to move into this smooth water and feel like you could start dating again is because you were true to who you are. You found your truth and you communicated that with yourself first, and then put yourself back out there. So it's saying, remind yourself, right? Remind yourself that you have this awareness from Spirit. You've done a lot of work. And so be patient with where you are right now. And then we have the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is about being passionate, charismatic, purposeful, inspired, and being in connection with Spirit. For me, it is about being in connection with Spirit. So with all of these groups, I feel like Spirit's saying, find your passion again. Find your passion for yourself again. Love yourself. Love yourself, Taurus, the way that in the recent past you understood this not in the recent past, in the past. You've done some work and you've understood this, and you went through a process where you were loving yourself. And I feel like now you've gotten caught up in something, and things have been moving along, and so we forget to, we got what we wanted, right? We manifested what we wanted, and now we don't continue to take care of ourselves because we just start living our daily life. So we don't meditate as much. We don't take 2-hour baths anymore. We don't do all this stuff because now we're in this other thing where things have to take place. But I feel like Spirit's saying, be passionate about yourself, right? Be charismatic about who you are and why. How did you become the person that you are? There's things that, there are some things that whenever we get into a relationship, there's some things that, yes, we need to compromise. I need to make more space in the closet for you, or you need to make more space in the closet for me. I need my toothbrush not to touch your toothbrush, so you need to maybe put your toothbrush somewhere else. There are things to compromise. But when it comes to who we are, Guys, you can't compromise that, because when you start giving up, this is Cheryl's opinion, I'm not a marriage therapist, but when you start giving up, or a couples therapist, but when we start giving up who we are, then we kind of die to ourselves, and that other person after a while doesn't even recognize us anymore, and it's like, who am I in a relationship with? So yeah, I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Be very gentle with yourself, and remember that you are, if you're in a relationship, yes, you're part of a relationship, but still you have to be true to who you are within the relationship. Otherwise, there are parts of you will begin to die off, and soon enough, that other person's they're gonna wonder where their person went, and you're gonna wonder, why are they not all crazy about you like they used to be? Because you've been giving up too much of yourself. Okay, that's enough. I'm done. I love y'all so very much. Be gentle with yourself. Go love yourself. Have a super duper day. Bye.